In 1964, 3 civil rights workers were murdered in Mississippi, but it wasn't until 2005 that Edgar Ray Killen, a former member of the Ku Klux Klan, was finally convicted of the decades-old crime. Believe it or not, despite the best efforts of detectives, private investigators, and the FBI, Edgar Ray Killen was finally convicted because of a school project done by 3 teenagers from Illinois. After being assigned a History Day project by their teacher, they started their own investigation of the case, interviewing the killer by phone and researching what really happened. They presented their self-produced documentary about the murders at National History Day in Washington, D.C. Given the new evidence about the crimes, the old case was eventually reopened after an appeal to Congress, ending in Killen's conviction. Every year, students in Wyoming and across the country are doing their best to get to the bottom of history's mysteries by competing in National History Day. State-level winners advance to national competition at the University of Maryland in College Park, where they compete for scholarships and first place in their category. History Day has a new contest theme every year. Students are to pick an historical subject that corresponds to that theme.
Every year History Day gives us a topic to choose from. It's pretty broad, and then you choose some historical event or person.
Your selection in some way must match the theme for that year. The subject you choose is entirely up to you, as long as you pick something old enough that its impact on history can be clearly studied from today's perspective. From nuclear weapons and spies to cowboys and religions, the past is a lot more exciting than you may think. History doesn't have to be boring or even positive.
I did my paper on Adolf Hitler.
Many factors that have changed history are controversial, from the invention of the machine gun to the rise to power of Adolf Hitler and the Nazis. If you have trouble coming up with a subject, think about what you like to do, or something you're interested in, and try to learn more about it.
We always try to steer them towards something that they are really interested in, something that they're passionate about.
Bailey Dolph's interest in horses led her to do a documentary about animal rights advocate Wild Horse Annie for the 2009 Individual in History theme.
I picked this subject because one day I want to be a veterinarian.
Our very own state is filled with important historic events, people, and places. One group of Wyoming students did a performance on Heart Mountain internment camp near Powell for the 2003 Rights and Responsibilities theme.
It was actually really sad and, pulled on your heart a little bit, the things they were put through, and I never even realized that that kind of stuff was going on before I researched the projects.
In picking your subject, not only must it fit that year's theme, it's important to select something that has also had a crucial impact on the world. Students are welcome to write papers about their subjects, but with History Day, you have many more options. You can write and act in a short play. You can build an interpretive website. Or you can make your own documentary. You also get to decide if you want to work by yourself or with a group of 1 to 4 other students, with the exception of papers, which must be written individually.
I did an exhibit on Navajo code talkers.
I did a junior historical paper on Helen Keller.
I did a group performance about Kent State.
After picking your topic and your partners, the first step is to start researching to find out more.
We used the archives.
We got a lot of internet sites and newspaper articles.
Lots of books.
One of the most valuable sources are people who actually witnessed the event you've chosen or had a first-hand encounter with it in some way. These are called primary sources.
What I think it makes it better is that it's a first-hand account of what happened.
For the Great Depression, we had 17 primary resources.
In addition, you can use the internet, books, films, and other sources, which are called secondary sources. 60% of how all projects are judged is based on how historically accurate your project is, and how well you interpreted what you researched. No matter what kind of project you chose, make sure to do the best research possible. After finishing your project, you'll go to your local district competition, where you'll show off what you've done and be judged with other students from your area.
One of the really difficult pieces for most of our students is when they have to talk to the judge.
Judges are there to help you learn what you did well and what you might need more work on. Your teachers can help you better understand just what they're looking for. Between district, state, and national competitions, you even get a chance to improve your projects and make changes you think will make your entry stronger. Those who receive first or second place at each level advance to the next stage and may eventually go on to nationals at the University of Maryland.
It was really educational to get to see Washington, D.C. up close.
That is the coolest thing ever.
We went to the Air and Space Museum.
We went to the Hard Rock Cafe.
Library of Congress, we took a tour of the Capitol.
To learn more about Wyoming History Day, visit our website or simply Google Wyoming History Day.